Let's start, then, with our wrist exercises. The first thing we are going to do is a mobility exercise. So, imagine that it's my left hand, the hand that hurts. We'll begin with a mobility exercise. Go to the wrist, underneath the wrist, with your hand. First, we'll close the fist and start making the largest circle possible with your wrist. Let's try to explore the full range of motion, and we'll make circles in one direction. We'll do 5 circles in one direction. Then change and do another 5 circles in the opposite direction. Calmly, without haste, seeking, above all, to maximize the increase in range of motion. Once we've done 5 for each side, we'll start flexion work. Hold. And extension. And hold. And again, flexion. Extension. Flexion. Return. 2 more. We'll do 5 of each. Flexion. Return. And the last one, flexion. And return. Now, let's work with our fingers. Open the hand, spread the fingers as much as possible, activate your muscles. And flex. Open. Flex. We'll do the same with 5 repetitions. 3, 4, and the last one, and 5. Flexion. Now, make a complete circle opening the hand, seeking the maximum range of motion with extended fingers. You'll see how this will challenge the extensor muscles of the fingers. 3, 4, and 5, change direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release a bit. It might seem like we're not doing much, but you'll notice how the forearm muscles start to warm up. Grab the wrist and release a bit to allow the joint to move freely. And release. Let's give ourselves a little self-massage, especially for the muscles throughout our palm, mainly those related to the thumb. So, with our finger, let's find those painful points in the thumb area. Abductors and opponents of the thumb. Let's find all those points and work on them simultaneously with our finger on the dorsal area of the palm. Here we go, moving. So, we're massaging on both sides, massaging on the palm, and massaging on the dorsal side. Let's release those points. You'll notice how sometimes you find a grain of rice or an area with a lot of tension and a bit of pain. You can compress a bit to release the area, and let's go around all that thumb musculature. And we'll also go to the area of the 5th finger, the heel of the hand. Massage a bit. Release. And let's release those tension points. We can also go to the central area. Although there's usually less tension, let's massage our entire hand, especially the area near the wrist, where we tend to have more tension. Once we've done this, let's work on activating the hand and fingers. Place your hands, the hand you want to work on if we were using the left, on the table or wherever you prefer, or even on the floor, but let's exert force to activate our fingers, as if we wanted to grab the floor with our fingers. Hold for a few seconds and release. We'll do this 5 times. Again, exert force, exert force, exert force, traction, and release. Again. Now, open the hands as much as possible and exert force with the fingers. Force, 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 and relax. 2 more. Force, 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 open fingers. Relax. And the last one. Force, force, force with all the fingers. Hold, hold, and relax. Release a bit. Move these hands that are more worked, these forearms that are gradually starting to activate. Let's start with the finger extensors, the ones that lift the fingers upward. We can start very simply by lifting each finger off the ground to work on the extensors. And we'll switch. We'll do 5 rounds. Again. And that's how we begin to dissociate each of the fingers. And the last one. Okay, once we have that, let's start to make it a bit more challenging. From here, the roller just to support us at the beginning, let's raise the wrist as much as possible and pull the fingers toward us as far as possible. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower again. Up, pull the fingers, pull the dorsal side of the wrist towards me as much as possible. And lower. 3 left, I go up, traction, as much as I can, pull all the fingers, pull the pinky, pull the thumb, hold strong, and lower. 2 more. Up, hold, 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 hold. And lower. And the last one, I go up. And lower. If you have enough strength in your arms and want to make this work a bit more demanding, we could add external resistance. So, from here, I'm going to do this wrist flexion work. Bringing the dorsal side toward me and relaxing, using an object. It can weigh more or less, but we'll do this work. What I'd recommend is that you first do this with the fingers extended. And then if you want, grab an object or a weight and work more specifically on those wrist extensors. Once we've worked on all the muscles, we want to release a bit. Let's stretch, especially the muscles related to the thumb. So, you'll place your thumb within the fingers and bring your arm downward and outward with this, stretching the entire area of the thumb. Be very careful if you have any problems. For example, if you've been told you have a pathology, because this might cause a bit of discomfort. If that's the case, don't pay much attention to it. Hold, be mindful of your shoulder. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Let's move on to the flexors. Open your hand, stretch.
5,
4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's do the last one. Put your hand and look at the palm from the side and hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax and release. To do these exercises, I recommend not doing them every day. If you have wrist problems, the first thing is to do them once, wait a couple of days to rest and see how you feel. So, initially, you can do them once every 3 days. And as you adapt, you could progress to doing them every other day. We've done 5 repetitions of each of these exercises. You could progress to doing even 10 repetitions of these exercises.